Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for taking your time to come on this side of YouTube to really sit with me and hear what I have to say. All right, so first fragrance that I'm going to be reviewing is Hypnotic Poison by Dior. This is the Eau de Toilette, and as you can see, the bottle is a nice little, I think it's an apple. To me, it looks like an apple. And I'm not sure if you guys can tell or if you can see, but I have used quite a bit of it. Now, granted, this only is the 30 ml bottle, 1 fluid ounce. And so there wasn't much to begin with, but when I tell you that I've been spraying this, the scent is addictive, it's sweet, it is supple, it is sexy, it is compliment getting. It's all of that, you know. And for a toilette, because toilettes don't have as much oil concentration for the fragrances, they're not meant to last a whole long while, you know. It's not really like a body spray, but also it's less concentrated than a real, you know, like an eau de parfum or an intense version, right, of the fragrance. But this right here, guys, when I spray this on my body, it lasts. The lasting power is insane. It projects too, and it also will last on your clothing, right? So if you spray this on your clothing, prepare to be smelling this probably until the next day. It's that intense. So yeah, this is the toilette version. This little 1 fluid ounce bottle retails for about $35. I bought this in Ulta, and I'm going to be buying it again because, like you can see, I've sprayed so much of it and I really like it. I love the scent. It's an old one. The formula was made back in, I think, 1992 or something, early 90s, and it's been around ever since, guys. That's how much people love it. Where would I wear this fragrance? I would wear this fragrance to a first date, or any kind of date for that matter. I would wear this fragrance on a night out, you know, maybe summertime, or I think it would even cut through the cold in the winter. So any season I would wear this. A nice night out, I would wear this when I want to feel seductive and I want to feel kind of just very, I guess hypnotic is the word I'm trying to look for, but also just mysterious. It has a very mysterious vibe. Top notes are, I think, coconut, roasted almond, vanilla, musk. I don't think it has patchouli, so for all those people that don't like Chanel fragrances, this is not going to kill you. This is patchouli free, so no need to worry about that. But I would suggest getting this one. I would get this one. I wore it to a date, and on my way to the date, I stepped onto an elevator filled with men, and one of them said he just had to say it. He said I smelled like a box of roses. And he's not wrong, because there is some rose in here. There's a rose note. And my date, when I got there, was just like, what are you wearing? That smells so good, so good. So this one is definitely #1 compliment getter all time. If you want that kind of vibe, I would suggest look no further. Buy this. I would blind buy this. You don't have to smell it before if what I'm smelling, what I'm explaining is your kind of scent. This is a gourmand. It will have people's mouths watering. So again, Hypnotic Poison by Dior. All right, next one we have is L'Interdit by Givenchy, and this is the Eau de Toilette version. Again, dreamy, guys. Dreamy. To me, this kind of has an earth tone, so it almost smells as addictive as, okay, people who are from Africa will understand this, or the Caribbean. When it rains and you smell the smell of the earth, right? First of all, it has that earth smell, which is so addictive. Like, you just want to keep smelling it. It smells so good. And it has a sweet note accord in there. It is a white floral as well. I forget what the original notes in this one are, so just to be sure, let's look to see. Poppy, it has a tuberose, it has orange blossom, and vetiver. Now, this is not patchouli free. This has patchouli in it, but to me, I feel like it isn't even that bad. This doesn't give you raw patchouli like Chanel fragrances do, right? So I would suggest you go smell this one, but I think you could get away with blind buying it because it smells so addictive, so mysterious and feminine as well. When I smelled this, I wanted to smell like the woman who smells like this. I wanted to be that woman who smells like this. Where would I wear this fragrance? I would wear it to work. This is an appropriate work fragrance. It isn't giving like seductive, like eat me vibes. So I would wear this to work. I would wear this going out, you know, just a casual night out, white t-shirt, jeans type of situation. But it's very put together and it's very feminine. So if that's your kind of thing, I think you'll definitely enjoy L'Interdit. I have another story coming up about L'Interdit, and I would like to share that. So let's move forward. But again, this is it. Look at how cute that bottle is as well. So simple. And also, guys, just an FYI, if you've never heard this before, Audrey Hepburn, this fragrance was designed by Givenchy just for her. So if you can think of Audrey Hepburn, classy, somewhat mysterious, feminine, then it's the vibe. Okay, next we have another one. Very polarizing. Some people love it, some people hate it. But I personally, I really like this one. Took me some time to love it. But here we are. This is my signature scent. We are talking about Yves Saint Laurent Libre, and this is the Eau de Parfum. Guys, look at the bottle. Okay, let's take some time to appreciate the bottle. So pretty, so gorgeous. I've always loved it. I'm not really a sucker for packaging sometimes, but guys, this is it. This one will get you. That little chain detail and that angular cap, guys, please. Tell me this isn't cute. So anyway, to the business. Libre is polarizing because it has a lavender note in there. Lavender, I think, is something that's mostly used in men's fragrances. And so when I first smelled this one, it wasn't shocking that I picked up on a very male vibe. This fragrance is also nice because it has vanilla. It took me some getting used to, so I would definitely say do not like blind buy this one. Definitely smell it and see if you like it. But if you're a florals person who's not afraid of an edgy vibe, then this will be okay with you. Like you won't hate this. It might take you a while to get used to, but like I said, for me it took me a while, and now lo and behold, this is my signature fragrance. I can't do anything without this. I've used it so much. I bought this when the fragrance had just come out, so technically it's not that bad. The person who they used to market this fragrance, I think this fragrance came out late 2020, is Dua Lipa. I love Dua Lipa, and in the ad, if you've seen it, she's wearing this really nice black tailored suit. And man, she just looks so good in it. So that's the kind of vibe that I think about when I spray Libre. Very edgy, boss babe vibes, giving me, CEO vibes. Definitely when you spray this, you spray it and feel rich, right? Rich auntie vibes. I own a yacht vibes. I'm just here for a good time, not a long time vibes. Tell my chef about it. Don't fight me, fight Jesus, unbothered type of energy. And I really, really do appreciate that, because there's so much that the fragrance can do, right? You get nostalgia from smelling certain fragrances, and also it puts you in a certain kind of mood. So when I use Libre, best believe that's the kind of mood that I'm in. You can't talk to me. And maybe that says something, because it is my signature scent. So anyway, moving forward, yes, that's Libre. Now, when it comes to layering, I talked briefly about layering in the beginning of the video. I layer these two. I layer L'Interdit and I layer Libre. And the result that it gives me is special. It's unique, first of all, because, it's not a scent that you just spray once. I'm layering, right? So with my body chemistry, this gives me something special. I kid you not, I have sprayed these and people have followed my trail just to ask me what I'm wearing or to tell me that I smell nice. So when I wear these two, yeah, you already know. This Libre is a heavy hitter. I get 6 to 8 hours wear of this on my skin, and if I spray it on clothes, I'm smelling it till the next day. So it really gives punch and a kick to L'Interdit. And L'Interdit is like, you know, it's a toilette, simple, you know, fragrance, feminine, but it also has its own thing going. So the two of them together, I kid you not, try it, let me know. But it gives off a very nice floral, deep vibe. The fourth fragrance that we're talking about is Carrot. Carrot is by Cartier, and I don't really reach for this one. This was a gift to me, so I didn't pick it up myself. It has a very pungent note in it. It's a floral. I love florals, obviously. Most of these fragrances are white florals, like you already know. But the thing about Cartier's Carrot is that it's also an eau de parfum. So it's strong, and it's strong in all the wrong ways for me. But it is kind of pleasant. I think it's something that I like to wear in the winter. It will definitely cut through the winter. It's got tons and tons of florals in it, and I think it also has like a green leafy note. So that's why I get that grassy vibe from it. So if that's something for you, then you love this one. If it isn't, then you'll be like me and only reach for it, you know, at certain times, or you won't reach for it at all. I've had this since 2019, and you can see I've only used a little bit less than half, or more than half. The bottle was gorgeous. It looks really intriguing, and it comes in a really nice red Cartier box. Yeah, nothing else to really say. Okay, so for our fifth fragrance, we're going to be talking about Ocean di Gioia by Giorgio Armani. Guys, this one is another one that I really like. It gives me pleasure to wear this. The bottle is also kind of cute, you know, with a little pebble. And you can already tell from this that it's fresh. It is... It reminds me of something. Okay, so if you've smelled cool waters before, then you kind of know what this one smells like. It's kind of the same vibe, it's kind of like the same vibe of cool waters. It is very oceanesque type of fragrance, and it takes you to a certain place. When I spray this one, it's mostly a spring summer scent, but it's a very strong. Don't play with it. Don't play with Ocean di Gioia. It's airy, it's pleasant, it's nice, but also it's very strong. And if you overspray this, I feel like it would be headache inducing. So let's just look at Ocean di Gioia just to make sure we know what's really in there. Okay, so again, this one here is a white floral. It has pear, it has citruses, it has a green note in there for the top notes. Middle notes, it has water jasmine, salt, lily of the valley, rose, and base notes, it has musk and sandalwood. This one is, I think, oh, and I'm sorry, if you hear all the thunder and whatnot, there's a major storm outside, and so, yeah, that's what's going on. So the fragrance was launched in 2020. Okay, and I think that's when I got this. But I mean, yeah, there's really not much to say about it. It's very aquatic, it's powdery on the dry down, but very, very uplifting and very pleasant. Again, I've had compliments on this one. It's like, people are just like, what are you wearing? You know? I really like this scent, and I would say that it could be competition for some niche fragrances. So yeah, I don't know, I don't tend to layer this one, but I just wear it on its own and it gets the job done. So if it's ever spring, summertime, and you're looking for something aquatic, something fresh, something uplifting, then Ocean di Gioia by Giorgio Armani is the one that you want to be wearing. And this is the eau de parfum, so you get some good lasting power. For me, over 6 hours with that one. For our next fragrance, I don't even know which number this is, but we are doing L'Imperatrice number 3 by Dolce & Gabbana. This is also another old one. I think it came out either in the mid 90s or early 2000s. Naomi Campbell was the face of the fragrance, and also very refreshing. Look at this bottle. Very, very refreshing. The juice should kind of tell you something about what it smells like. This to me is the perfect spring summer scent. It is very airy, very light, feminine, very, very feminine. When I smelled this, I had the same reaction that I did when I smelled L'Interdit by Givenchy. It's very feminine, and if you like Parfum de Marly's Delina as well, maybe this is something that you could like. Now, I'm not saying that they're a dupe, right? Parfum de Marly's Delina is it's a whole nother category. This is also in another category, but it's just got top notes of, I think, watermelon, strawberry, pear, lychee, rhubarb, I think, and musk and sandalwood, I think. But it's just very pleasant smelling. It smells like a woman. It smells like a feminine woman. It smells like someone girly with very dainty jewelry and a very cute pink dress, and her life's together, and she's just very easygoing and very caring and kind. This is what it smells like. Now, however, I have to be honest with you. I'm not sure. Please leave comments if you've had a different situation. But unfortunately, L'Imperatrice does not last on me. We're talking about only 1 hour, an hour and a half if I spray just on my skin. Now, if I spray my clothing, I will smell it probably until the next day, but it's really a skin scent. It turns into a skin scent. So this is something that you would probably benefit from wearing around the house, as you go to bed, as you relax, as you cook, you watch TV, or maybe you're just hanging out with people in your home. It's that kind of fragrance that you wear like that. If you're taking this outside, I would suggest that you either have like one of those travel sprayer thingies, or you just take the whole bottle, because you're going to need touch-ups when you spray this, which is why I don't really tend to go for it. And also, just a disclaimer, I mean, if you plan on buying L'Imperatrice, it's a great fragrance. I first smelled it at Sephora and it was $80, but I was able to find it on Walmart's website for $30. I would not suggest going to Walmart's site to buy fragrances over $100, just because I'm not certain. I don't know for sure where they come from or if they're real. But this was $30 that I did not mind spending, and it also turned out to be the authentic fragrance. So do with that information what you will, but yes, this is L'Imperatrice. Very beautiful fragrance, just doesn't last. All right, guys, we're almost there. Next fragrance we have is Viva la Juicy's Le Boblé, okay? This is an eau de parfum, and guys, this fragrance, I find it smells like a mimosa. It smells like an expensive mimosa. I think it has top notes of champagne, it has orange blossom, I think, and it's another one that's very uplifting, very happy, very fragrance driven. Like, I don't even know, what does fragrance driven mean, but it's a happy scent. I don't really like Viva la Juicy like that, because to me it smells cheap, and the bottles are extremely horrendous and like ugly, so I don't like it for that, which is why I got this 30 ml. I don't even know how much this is, but this little size. I find that I don't really use this one that much. I'm thinking of just moving it to my car just in case I need a touch up or something. But it's like, I would say that the person who wears this is like a teenager, or maybe early 20s type of situation. That's the type of person who will gravitate towards this fragrance. To me, it's not much to talk about. It is what it is. But yeah, Viva la Juicy Le Bubbly smells like a mimosa. Okay, next we have a very famous one, which I'm sure most people already know, and this is by Britney Spears. It's called Fantasy. Now, hear me out. The reason why I got Fantasy is because of nostalgia. When I was in high school, a friend of mine always used Fantasy. Her mom used to visit the States and would buy her Fantasy and send it to her. And we would spray this thing every single time we had a school dance. It was intense. It was sweet. It was tantalizing. It was incredible. And for us, it was everything back then. So yes, of course, I purchased it just for that reason. This fragrance is very sweet. It's, I guess, a gourmand. But I would only wear it. I would only wear it if I'm going to bed or if I have guests coming to the house and that kind of thing. I really wouldn't wear it out just because it's a bit juvenile for me at this point. And also it has that smell which is like very synthetic, right? So it's basic. I think it has a cupcake note in it, whipped cream, vanilla, and maybe some musk in the base note. I'm not too sure, but yeah, this is a really good one. One of my favorite celebrity fragrances by Britney Spears, Fantasy, and I think this is the Eau de Parfum. Yeah, not much to say about that one either. Okay, this is about to be a long video, so I'm going to try to wrap it up really quickly. This is Viva La Juicy's original, and again, guys, I don't even know what these Viva La Juicy's smell like. They're just like edible smelling and very synthetic, so we're not even going to spend time on that. If that's your vibe, then that's your vibe. I know some people really like them, and so, you know, it is what it is. I cannot force you to have different taste, but I would suggest that you try other things. Try Hypnotic Poison. You know, that's a more grown-up, mature version of Fantasy, I would say, in my opinion. Smell nothing alike, but they are very gourmand and sweet and feminine. So next we are going into the niche category. We've been reviewing celebrity and designer brand fragrances, but now I would like to let you know a few of the ones that I've been smelling, because I am thinking about expanding my collection to add more niche fragrances. And so I've been doing my research and I've been getting testers. I would also suggest that if you live in the Dallas area, if you like fragrances, please go and visit the Scent Room. It's in Uptown. They don't sponsor me. They haven't paid me to say this, but I went there and there's a girl who helped me really just go through all the fragrances. She would spray them, I would smell them, and also I was able to get 3 testers of fragrances that I I'm thinking about narrowing down and buying. If you know anything about these niche fragrances, they are very expensive. Rarely are they ever under $200. And for that reason, I think it's very important that you go in there and smell them, get testers if you must, just so that you're sure that this is something that you want to spend your money on, right? Seems like a very logical thing to do. First, we have one which makes me really smile. This is by the House of Montal. It's called Chocolate Greedy. Chocolate Greedy is a really interesting one because the first time I smelled it, it smelled really, really comforting, cozy. It smelled so warm and it made me smile. That's how I know a fragrance is good. It makes me smile. I had a smile on my face. I originally wanted to buy Intense Cafe, which I've also heard so much about, but when I smelled it, it kind of smelled medicinal to me and I didn't really give it its time, right? Maybe I'll try again. But Chocolate Greedy is a true gourmand. It smells like, when you make hot chocolate, it smells like the froth of the hot chocolate, pure chocolate vibes. It's a unisex perfume and a whole bottle. I'm not sure how much is in it, the quantity, but I know the bottle was retailing for $170. And so, moving forward, we have another one by House of Oud, and this is called Keep Glazed. Keep Glazed, to me, the first time I smelt it, first time I smelled Keep Glazed, it smelled like a air refreshener for the car. one of those little ones that you buy at Target or Walmart, or maybe even the gas station, and it smells of mango and something and blah blah blah. Like, it just gave me car scent vibe. I mean, it is pleasant. I know the fragrance is made by a pastry chef, and it's like mango, whipped cream, musk. So it smells very nice. It smells edible, but I'm still uncertain if that's something that I want to smell like, because for me, the first thing that I smelled was car refreshener. And I don't know if that's your vibe. By all means, go for it, but it smells really pleasant. I'm still trying to figure out, again, like I said, it's something that I would wear personally, because it just smells that way. And again, that's by the House of Oud. Really pretty bottle. Again, I'll try to insert here and there what it looks like. But if that's your vibe, you may want to go smell it. It's pure gourmand. You want to go smell it and make up your mind for yourself, okay? All right, so the next one we have is called Herba Pura, and this is by Xoxo. I will also insert a picture of what the bottle looks like. And this one, Herba Pura is actually really, really good smelling. It smells like a party. Okay, so Herba Pura by Xoxo. It's fruity, sweet, powdery, vanilla, and amber. It has top notes of that Sicilian orange, bergamot, Sicilian lemon, and fruits. It has white musk, vanilla, and amber. So that's why it smells fruity like that, right? It's very pleasant smelling, very comparable to if you've smelled Tiziani Terenzi's Kerke, then you probably know what this smells like. I actually was aiming for the Terenzi Kerke fragrance, but after doing some research, I found out that the fragrance was named after the goddess of witchcraft. And I don't know about you, but I'm African Caribbean. I can't be doing that. Like, I just can't smell like a fragrance that was named after a goddess of witchcraft. So no, I will not be buying that one. So Herba Pura to me was a good like sister fragrance. If that wasn't working for you, then you could do this, and if you can't do that, then you can surely do the other. Okay, so yeah, so that's for all the niche. And then so this perfume is also by Yves Saint Laurent, and the thing about these is that they are like from their couture line. So this is from their couture line, and I was able to get these little testers. If you, again, I don't know if I already mentioned this, but if you're in Dallas and you go to North Park Mall looking for fragrances, go over to Neiman Marcus at the Yves Saint Laurent counter. You'll find a lady called Zuma. Please ask for Zuma. She's the bomb. She helped me find all these cool YSL fragrances, and she even helped me smell the new Libre Les Parfums, and I probably will be going back next week to get it. So look for Zuma. Okay, so this is Blues. Blues is very, very luxurious. You know, Blues is giving me Delina vibes as well, because it has those notes. I think I haven't even looked up the notes, so we'll be doing this together just to make sure that we, you know, we're on the same page. But I wouldn't be surprised. Because it has some of those really nice smelling notes. Okay, so this has top notes of pink pepper, bergamot, and galbanum. It has a middle note of rose, angelica, and it has a base note of white musk and cashmere. Very, very good smelling. This smells amazing. This smells so good. It smells fresh, and like I said, if you know Parfum de Malise, Delina, then you're going to love Blues. Blues is giving what it needs to give. Okay, I think you would really like this if you're looking for more feminine, almost floral, sweet but smoky, mysterious smell. this is for big girls. This is for the girls that have their finances in order. Their credit score looks great and they're looking at purchasing a second home, okay? This is not for the children. This is not for the teenagers either. This is for someone who I would say, you know, I would wear this to like a business meeting. I would wear this to a business meeting. I would wear this to places where I want people to take me seriously. I wouldn't, you know, this is not a play around kind of scent. This is for people who understand that investment is key. Okay? So again, that's Blues. Blues by YSL, and it's from their couture line, so it's not the average. So we're moving on, and now this is Jumpsuit, which is also from the same couture line. Let's see what this smells like. Jumpsuit smells really good. Jumpsuit is also another one that is not for the children. Jumpsuit is for the people who are about their business, who don't play games, who show up on time, who have some kind of investment going on. They don't play around. You know, Blues is for the serious people. So it has top notes of peach, bergamot, petitgrain, and middle notes of magnolia, jasmine, peony, base notes, white musk, and sandalwood. And I guess that's what makes it so pleasant smelling, is the fact that it just smells so good. Now, one of the girls at the YSL counter told me that she layers Blues and Jumpsuit together. So I don't know if that could be something that you like, then probably you could do that. But for me, I think that they don't even need to be layered. They're so great on their own, and they smell good. You don't need to. So, okay, so this is the new YSL Libre La Parfum, okay, and we'll be trying it. I already smelled this. I loved what it smelled like. I thought that this and Sol de Janeiro, if you also know that, the body spray, the 71, I think is it, with the vanilla and caramelized vanilla, those two together, ooh, deadly combination. There we go. Guys, I'm speechless. This fragrance is so good. So this is YSL's La Parfum, and we're going to be reading what the top notes are. So it has a top note of ginger, saffron, mandarin orange, bergamot, a middle note of lavender, orange blossom, and a base note of bourbon vanilla, honey, tonka bean, and vetiver. So this fragrance is nearly almost mouth-watering to me. It's a heavy hitter for sure. I don't even think that you can play around with trying to layer an actual other fragrance with this. Like I said, you might get more from layering Sol de Janeiro's caramelized vanilla, I think 71 with this. But guys, this is a well done fragrance. I mean, it can almost pass for niche. It's giving Gerjoff, it's giving Roja. I would find a way to make this my own twist and have it be my own signature scent, but definitely I think that it's worth trying. It's worth it. And I think that brings us to the end of all the fragrances that I wanted to share with you guys. I've been meaning to do this video for quite some time, but here we are, we're able to do it, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that you've learned something about your fragrances. I hope that this inspires you to maybe start your collection. If you are like me, when I didn't like fragrances and I was scared that they were too much or they were too bold for me, then you know, maybe this will inspire you, because I used to be that way, and now look at me. I have countless fragrances and I'm looking to increase my fragrance collection. You know, it's an amazing compliment to know that you smell nice. And, you know, just keep in mind that fragrances are not replacement for deodorant and bad or poor hygiene. You know, part of getting your fragrance to last really long involves taking good showers with amazing shower gel and lotioning your body and putting on something that, you know, keeps you from being ashy, so that when you spray your fragrances on, they tend to last. People who have issues with fragrances lasting are usually people who have dry skin. So try to moisturize as much as you can before you put your fragrance on, and it will last. Take showers, use a scent-free deodorant if you're worried about your deodorant competing with your fragrance. That way you only get the pure scent of your fragrance shining through. It's been a pleasure sharing with you some of these fragrances, and I promise that when I grow my collection, I'll be coming back on here and sharing with you some more. If you have tips, tricks, things that you would like me to incorporate in my next fragrance video, please share with me. Like the video, subscribe, let me know what you thought. And if you even want me to do a video on like hygiene and some of the things that I tend to use and incorporate in my skincare and shower routine, please let me know. I would be more than thrilled to share with you makeup and whatnot. I love those things and I love talking about them. So again, thank you so much for coming over to my side of YouTube and taking time to watch my video. It means the world to me. Please like and subscribe and leave a comment and let me know what you're thinking, okay? I wish you a very great Labor Day weekend. Stay safe, stay positive, and be kind always. Take care and see you later. Bye!